Next, we're going to look for wrong prices. So I'm going to define wrong price as an opening price that is higher than the high price or lower than the low price, or a closing price that is higher than the high price or lower than the low price. Both of these cases we know that should not be correct. Let me delete this 5. I'm going to shift column H to column Q because I need that space. So this is the formula we're going to use to figure that out. Demonstration without explanation. So this formula says that if C1 is greater than D1 or C1 is smaller than E1, it will return true. The next one is for the closing price. If F1 is less than E1 or F1 is greater than D1, it will be true if any of those are true. So if any of these are true, we know that there's something wrong with the data. Highlight the two cells, double click on the bottom right hand corner to apply the formulas to all the rows. Next thing, we're going to find which of these are true. Before we can do that, let me change the false into numerical form by using this formula. Basically, it's the if function. So if h1 is false, let it be 0, otherwise 1. Do the same thing, apply it to the both rows, H and I, both columns, and apply it to all the rows. Double click. At column N, do a count if. Count the entire column J and look for those cells with a 1 entry. Do the same thing for column K, and you see that we have 1 entry in column K that is wrong. So how do we find that 1 entry? We're going to use a function called match. Match allows us to find which row has the value we want. So the first entry, the first input will be lookup value. What we want to look for is number 1. Lookup array is in column K. Match type exact, so 0. So this will look for the number 1 in column K. It tells us that the wrong value is on row 88. So row 88, we'll see that the closing price is off. The closing price is too big. Therefore, I'm going to replace the closing price with the opening price of the next entry. I'm going to put a comment on column Q. And we are done. The next thing we're going to look for is duplicate data. Duplicate data could exist in two forms. Either all the rows are the same or all the columns are the same. So we're going to start with the latter. I'm going to check if all the columns are the same in a certain row. I'm going to use this formula. First I check if C is equals to D. Then I check if D is equals to E. Then I check if E is equals to F. Then I'm going to have a counter here to add up the 3 values. If it's false, it will be represented by a 0. If it's true, it will be 1. So if all the columns are the same, I'm going to have true, 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 and this is going to be 3. Let's apply this to all the rows and count column K. Okay, so we have two instances where the columns have the same value. Let's look for them. Lookup value will be 3. Array will be column K, exact match. Now this match function only allows us to look for one row at a time. So the first one it gave us is row 244 and 244. We will see that all 4 values are the same, and that's correct. The open price of this row is the same as the closing price of the previous row, so that should be fine. The closing price is not the same as the opening price of the next row, so I will assume that the closing price is the one that is wrong. So I'll replace that with the opening price of the next row. In column Q, which is our command column, the next problem row will be row 651. So these 4 are the problem data. A quick glance shows that the problem is with the closing price as well. Copy, replace.